Man, we're back with Legal Lens Visuals. We're back with another interview. This is a major interview right here. This is one of the people I would say is a true role model, philanthropist, hood legend, a legend here in the city, entrepreneur, father of the year. Like you, jack of all trades, like fitness guru. Like it ain't really just too much. You ain't done. You ain't doing.
Right.
Let the people know who we here with.
What's good, man? It's O, man. The owner of Evol Urbanwear. One of the hottest, if not the hottest, in the city, man. I'm humble, man. So it is some dope brands in the city, man. But this one top tier right here, man.
Man, this one right here is special for me, y'all. Like this, it's special to me because like he from the same hood I'm from. Like he one of the people who done went the same pathway that I done went, and now he doing something I want to do in life. So this one really is humble to me, and I want to thank you, and I want to thank God for letting us be here together and to dwell together. Give us a little bit about yourself. Like, where you from?
Man, I'm from here, man. I'm from the Cooper Road area, man. Peach Street, as well. They call them trenches, but I'm from the Cooper Road area, man. I'm from Shreveport. I went to Green Oaks. Well, my elementary years, I went to Newsmith. I went to Pine Grove. Middle school, I went to Lanier. And high school, I went to GO.
Okay, then. So growing up, how was life for you? Like, are you the only child? You the baby? You got brothers? You got sisters? How was life growing up for you? And then how was life just growing up for you on the Cooper Road?
Right. Nah, I'm not the baby. I'm not the only child. I'm the youngest of 8. It was life growing up. Life is rough, bro. From where I come from, anyway, life is rough. But it's all about what you do and how you make it. And those were the cards I was dealt. You know what I mean? I just played my hand. And I was. Fortunately, was able to come out of those circumstances. Great, really. I'm blessed, I would call blessed, bro. Had a lot of life struggles and a lot of life obstacles, bro, that built me, bro, to be this guy that I am today. So I would say growing up on the Cooper Road, it was kind of rough for me. But it's all about how you.
Growing up, what were some things that you were into? Were you into sports as a kid growing up, or were you in the house? Were you a nerd? Like, give us some of you. Who was always a child?
No, I was never in the house. I hate in the house, actually. I love being outside. I hate it when it rains because I don't like being cooped up in the house, bro. But as a kid, man, I was outside a lot. I love basketball. You couldn't take it away from me. Day in, day out, bro. I love basketball, so I was always outside playing ball, or either just running around the neighborhood with the kids. Sometimes getting off into something I ain't have no business, or just making friends, or just at somebody else's house playing on their basketball goal. We didn't have one, so yeah, I was always outside.
So growing up, being from the Cooper Road, did you ever play for like any organized teams? I know you have the Day ran Cougars and things like that. Did you ever play football, or would you always stick to basketball? Stick to basketball.
I tried football before, but it wasn't me, man. I really just tried because all my partner was playing, bro.
Yeah.
But I always played. To be honest, that was my first organized basketball team. Was Day Ran Cougars here, and I think that was like a 10U, something like that. Like that was when they first came about. Like I played ball all the way up, and like that was when I found that. I love basketball. I remember, like all the people that grew up with me know this story. When I played, I tried to play football, but I was just out there with my partners or whatever. So they had like this little play for me. It was called a 46 dive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was me like a 46. Yeah. I mean, not a dive, 46 verse. Like, which means we play football. I had to run to the even side of it. And I had to hit the even number hole or whatever. And when they came to the huddle, they called my play. I'm like, nah, get it to somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, and everybody, we always laughed because I was scared to get tackled. I was so small, I was scared to get tackled. So, one time, they threw me the ball, I caught it, and I had them, got 2 people trying to tackle me, but they missed me. I guess, I running scared or whatever. Yeah. So I get to the 1 yard line, I see this other guy coming full speed, I slid down. I could have just stuck the ball out and been in his arm. But he came and trying to tackle me, man, and I slid down, man. But everybody, they always laugh at that about me, man. I hated football, bro. I always loved basketball, and that's when I found out, I'm like, man, I love basketball. Once I realized I didn't like football, I played basketball from then on to middle school, high school, and I even got a few college offers as well in basketball, man.
So you about 11, 12 when you found when you really found your love for basketball.
Yeah.
So about 11, 12. So was basketball was that like your scapegoat from like getting away from everything that was going on around the hood and things like that?
Most definitely, man. Basketball really saved my life. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like, cause I mean, I have homeboys, like real close homeboys that I grew up with that's right now probably either dead or in jail, bro. Like from the decisions and choices that they made. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't for that, like I'd be with them because basketball allowed me to choose a whole nother set of friends. So whereas when I'm not playing basketball, I'm over here with the guys that I grew up in the hood with. But then when I'm playing basketball, I'm with my basketball friends, my sports friends. So as I got older, I kind of clinged to the guys that were doing the positive thing, like which was playing basketball. So,
Okay, then. So growing up, you say you went to New Smith, you say you went to Lanier. As we know, if you from Shreveport, you know like Lanier was considered like one of Turner's middle school. Like give us some insight about like what Lanier was like growing up for you.
Oh man, Lanier was Lanier. Like you had to be one of those to make it in Lanier. You know what I mean? Like you had to actually like I say, beat somebody. So we had to know your people or something. Like you just couldn't make it in Lanier and just like, oh, I'm in Lanier. Like nah. Like,
you gotta be somebody.
Yeah, you gotta real life. Like you gotta be from one of the dominant hoods, or like your people gotta be like. Oh yeah, they cool type shit. Like you know what I mean? Like so, but it was cool though. We was all kids, you know, just trying to find our niche. And don't get me wrong, you look wrong. You know what I mean? But we weren't promoting it. I'm gonna let you know that we weren't promoting it. It just was as a kid, you know, just growing up. What you seen, like we were just trying to protect our home turf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but we don't condone nobody.
Yes, sir. So you leave Lanier, you go to Green Oaks. At Green Oaks, you'll be considered like one of the greatest point guards to come through there. You know what I'm saying? So how was that for you, like navigating through Green Oaks? And then your class, you know, y'all was very close knitted. Like it was a lot of y'all. Like to name a few, like T Mitch, like you and T Mitch, y'all was close. You know what I'm saying? Like a Shaq and Kobe type thing.
Right.
So like, how was that like just growing up? Like you know, you seen everybody develop and y'all developing together, and then y'all going and graduate because. Y'all class really from your freshman year to even to your senior year, like even the one that came behind you, that was turned. That was like a major success class. Like everybody doing their own thing, very successful in life. So like how was that for you? And just going through those years and just looking at it now.
Man, growing up those years, that's what really built me, bro. Like I say, just going back on picking my friends. You see what I'm saying? Like, and just me being around the right people, and it molded me. Like, cause when I grew up, I was. The way I thought, it was way different from everybody else because I grew up in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? So, but just hanging out with people that were different from me, that had different walks of life. You see what I'm saying? And I'm knowing like, okay, like yeah, they on some different shit that I'm on. Like, you know, that ain't, you know, I can leave that behind. Like I'm trying to be on this right here. So just hanging around those type of people, man, and just like you say, just picking back up on the best, you know, point guard. Like it wasn't me being the best point guard. It just was, I always been a leader. You see what I'm saying? And I knew that even with me playing basketball and as a point guard, like, okay, like people listening at me, you see what I'm saying? And not on no cocky shit, but it's like, I'm a leader. I'm considered a leader. So as long as I come with respect, people are going to respect me. You know what I mean? Alongside with me having the game. You see what I'm saying? I was, so me knowing how to play basketball and me good at basketball and transition that to being a leader on and off the floor. You know what I mean? Like, so it was just, it went hand in hand, bro. And like you say, a few of us, that was in that class, like, you do have some, so we are successful. Even the people that, graduated driving trucks or have their own business or whatever, like they went off in the entrepreneur field, like everybody that's doing it, they doing great. And shout out to all of them as well.
So, at Green Oaks, are you playing, because like you said, you playing basketball at Green Oaks, coming in, are you coming in looking to make a spot? You really just coming in just I just want to hoop. I basically just want to ball.
Nah, I ain't. You know what's funny, bro? Like I never going into no basketball team. I never went in trying to look for a spot. I always had it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like even as a freshman, like I made the varsity team, but I I wasn't good enough to play before the seniors. You see what I'm saying? So I played, but I never started. But like coming into like basketball, like I never had to like earn a spot or like I just want to play basketball. Whatever happened.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I was always that guy in basketball. Like as a kid, you see what I'm saying? And I don't know cocky stuff. And like as a kid, like I always was good at basketball. Like because I was the smallest and I was the quickest. You see what I'm saying? Like so, and on top of that, I had the thing that most people don't have. I had heart. So regardless, if I was playing against a short person or a big person, I still played the same no matter who I was playing against. So I never went into like, oh, I just want to play basketball. Like I always had a role somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay then. So your freshman year, you say you was on varsity. You ain't start, but you played. Like how was that? How was that being a freshman? And you know what I'm saying, being probably one of the smallest dudes on the court. How then you on varsity? So how did that have you feeling?
Confident. Because it was the people that didn't make the team that was bigger than me. So it had me feeling confident. But then on top of that, it made my confidence go from wow, like I'm good. I'm still good because I was the guy in Lanier as well.
Yeah.
So coming into Green Oaks, I'm like I made the basketball team, so I'm here. But my confidence went up here when I actually made the varsity team. But I still was playing freshman ball, and I was starting. You see what I'm saying? So me just playing on the varsity team, it allowed me to be more confident and to kill on the freshman level, knowing that I'm a freshman, but I'm playing against seniors. You see what I'm saying? So I know for sure, like if I'm scoring on the varsity team, I know for sure can't a freshman do nothing with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just how I just look at it.
Okay, so going into a sophomore year, what was different for you? How do you look going into sophomore year basketball? How was that for you?
It was eager. I'd say eager. If I had to describe it, I'd say eager because I was ready to see how much better I've gotten since the previous year. But it still kind of humbled me because I still wasn't starting my sophomore year. So I'm like, dang, I thought once he graduated I was gonna start, but it was other guys that stepped up over the summer and you know what I mean, or they just we can't give you this right now. Like we understand we understand you good, but we gonna put him right here for you. But like I said, I still played, but then I think that was like around the time like we had like buku coaching changes and then we had an older guy, Coach Stringer. He coached when I was a kid, and like he hated short people. And he told me, he was like, nigga, you can practice all you want. He was like, but you ain't playing. And he ain't lie, I didn't play. That sophomore year, I didn't play. Like, so, cause he coached out the mid-season all the way on through. So the mid-season, like after like district, like I didn't play at all. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was so small. Like he didn't play short people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it was cool. It kind of, like I said, it kind of humbled me. So going into, you know what I mean, everything after that, it was payback.
So going into your junior season now, are you killing? Give us some insight. Like just one game you can remember vividly. Because we seen a post about the little Huntington post, right? Kind of feels type way. You say if you can say how many people you done killed. So like, how was that?
You know what's crazy? That post I was referring to all the guys that was in my class.
Yeah.
I was saying that was from freshmen. I raised all them boys. That was freshmen. Like, you know what I mean? Like Coach Mack, I had Coach Mack out plenty days, but nah, shout out to them boys. Them boys, I rock with them boys. I fooled all them boys. But junior year was cool, bro. I have to say one of my most memorable moments was I think that was like my first time just scoring a lot. Well, it wasn't a lot, but it was a lot like for my first time being a junior in high school ball. We played against Woodlawn, bro, and I had like 15, and they coach was pissed. Like, he was small, how y'all can't hold him? But I was feeling myself so much. I'm walking on the sideline, I'm got the ball, I'm walking on the floor like, yeah, you wouldn't be a hole either. You know, I'm just talking trash, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, that was one of the moments I'm like, all right, like, yeah, I can do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was like, and I knew like I had that niche, like, yeah, like, cause I knew like even though I was small, I had heart. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, and just growing up how I grew up, I was never a pushover. Like, you ain't about to just bully me. You know what I mean? Like, so and I turned it to the bully. You see what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, junior year was definitely when I.
Let me ask you this, cause so at this point you're starting, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, how was a BT versus Green Oaks game around that time?
Man, whoo, them games there, bro. It's a rivalry for a reason. You see what I'm saying? Cause you know either one thing at the end of the day somebody gotta lose. You see what I'm saying? it's bragging rights on the line. Like you know, us over here and them over there, it still was fam. Like on all the like Cash, like I used me and Cash, like that's my brother. Like you know what I mean? Like me and Cash, like used to text all the time, like for the game. Like, yeah, what you gonna do? I bet you ain't gonna score me, man. You can't hold me, Cash. But it's you know, we just joking and playing. You know what I mean? Like so. When it get on the floor, like I'll let out the window to after this over. We finna battle right now. We finna fight right now. Like you know what I mean. Like so, it was fun filled atmosphere. You know what I mean. And it was all love. But at the end of the day, we just knew we was about to fight, and somebody had to lose.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean. 10 times out of 10, it wasn't us.
So ending your junior, do you get any accolades? Like, do you make any first teams? You make any all-state team, honorable mention? If you remember any of your accolades?
For sure. Junior year, I ain't gonna fake like I had buku accolades, like you know what I mean. But it was my senior year when I honestly got to get the accolades.
Okay.
You know what I mean. It was like what there was. I know I got like one time I got like athlete of the week. I was all district. I got second team all state. I didn't get all city. That's probably about it. Like, that's probably about it.
So it's this memorable picture of you going up with the ball, and you got your guy T. Mitch right there. Do you remember that play? Like, do you remember what was going on right there? I want to ask you about that.
Yeah, I think that was Shaq. That was him and Shaq. I think if I remember correctly, I think that was Shaq was getting a block. Shaq was going up for a block and nigga trying to block Shaq ball. But I to be honest, I don't think I remember the picture that you talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna show it to you as we get there.
Yeah.
But so now going into your senior year, how you feeling now? Because now it's like you killing. Can't nobody stand in front of you killing. So like, what are you trying to do different from your past 3 years this year? And are you getting college coaches calling you, or like what's different for you now going into your senior year?
Going to my senior year, I just wanted to win, bro. We went like all them years, like my freshman, sophomore.
Cause you played on a stacked team, cause even y'all bench could have started.
For sure. And like I say, bro, that was just built up from years of losing, bro. Like, and we was tired of losing. You know what I mean? Like all them freshman, sophomore, junior, like we had a bunch of football players on the team that didn't really care about basketball. They just played. You see what I'm saying? So our senior year came and we was all hoopers. Like that's all we knew was to play basketball. So going into that, like we just, like I said, the goal was just to win, but it wasn't. I'm trying to get off. I just, you know what I mean? Like whatever come after that, it come. But we trying to win. And our coach had him deployed off back into the service. Then we got another interim coach, Nathan Perry. Like probably one of the best things that ever happened to me, bro. I still talk to him to this day like a father figure to me. And he, like I said, he came in and helped us out tremendously, bro. He taught me stuff about the game, bro, that I didn't even, you know what I mean, think, like, you know, and it went from me averaging like 7 to 8 points, like, I think my senior year, I think I was averaging like 16, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that was just him teaching me like little small things, how to draw fouls, or, you know what I mean, just being a student of the game and clock management, you know, just stuff like that, bro. And, but they came along with my game, which elevated my game, and which brought college coaches in. It wasn't no big D1 colleges, you know what I mean? But me being the same, you know, my side, like, it was great. I think I had like four schools. Southern on the Cooper was one of them. Brookhaven College was one of them. BRCC was another one. Baton Rouge Community College. And I had another one I can't remember. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was cool. But like I said at the time, I wasn't aware of, you know what I mean? Like, things that was going on and how to handle certain stuff. So I kind of shied away from the college sports route. You know what I mean? I felt like I'm too big for JUCO. You know what I mean? Which, you know, that's just the ego thing, and not knowing that JUCO help you, you know, produce.
Get to that next level.
Right. You know what I mean? So I kind of like, I ain't gonna say I turned them down, but I didn't accept either one of them. Like, and, you know, and I went on a visit to a few of them, and I even went like displayed, like, you know, like open runs with them, you know. But I didn't do anything. But, you know, fortunately, like how the cards were dealt, how my hand fell, I went to Graham, you know what I mean. So I ended up coming out with 2 degrees. So
it really, hey, it worked itself out in the end. So you in your senior year, you end the basketball season. How did y'all season end in basketball your senior year?
Ooh, you just put a memory back on me, boy. It was cool, bro. We ended 31-6.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it went from like being 6-31 to like turned around to like 31-6. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we ran the city that year. So that's why I can joke and play like that, because I can back it up. Like, and everybody know, like, everybody that I that came in contact with know, like, man, that nigga was the truth. Like, and that's how we built our relationship off basketball. So, that last year, bro, it was cool, but it ended how it ended, bro. It hurt. We worked so hard, bro, and for us to like, we lost the game in Grambling. They cheated us so bad, bro. But we
Lincoln Prep?
Yeah. It was Grambling High before it was Lincoln Prep. And we ended up losing by like 1 point, bro. They fouled Trevor out like in the first half, like, you know what I mean. But they was like blatantly cheating, like, you know what I mean. And but we wasn't tripping off the game. We like, man, we know they cheated, but we not knowing that this game is the game that's our playoff stake is dependent on.
Yeah.
So that game messed up our power ranking. If we wouldn't have lost that game, we would have had home court advantage all throughout the playoffs. If we would have beat them, like, so we had the first 2 home games in the playoff we won at home. We had them at home. And the third game we supposed to have it at home too, but we lost to them, so we had to go on the road. And we played, I think it's Madison.
Madison Prep.
And in Tallulah, I think it was Madison, something like that. Yeah, but they beat us, man. They beat us. I ain't gonna say we wouldn't. We was the better team, but they cried. They had a hostile crowd. Ooh, they had a hostile crowd. Oh my God. They band played throughout the whole game. Like, but when they got the ball, it was quiet. But it was like when we got the ball, like, we couldn't hear nothing. Then we had like a little bad goal, like in the beginning, like we didn't know how to shoot on it. Like, so it was like leaning, we didn't know how to shoot on it. But then like in the second half, they got on it, and bro, they ain't miss our ass. So yeah, they beat the shit out of us. Yeah, we lost in the third round playoffs. It hurt it, but you know, it kind of built us as well. It built us like to come together as brothers anyway. So it was like right now, like all us on that team real close, like, you know.
So the season end, you graduate high school. What's the next step for you at this moment? Like, what are you thinking? Do you know your next move? Do you know your next step? Or are you even looking at going to college?
Season end, first thing I asked myself, what now? Like I say, and that just touching back on me growing up. Like, you know, just growing up, I had a rough run, and so I ain't really have much. So, and now that the season over, I was staying with a friend of the family, you know what I mean? So now I'm like, damn, like, you know, all right, something got to give. What now? Like, you know, school over with. Where you gonna go? And college was never an option for me, bro. I didn't even. Man, my senior year was my first time ever hearing about grammar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, growing up, you got to think, bro. Growing up, the only thing I knew was the Cooper Road. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never knew about grammar. Like, you know what I mean? But like I say, luckily, I had my brothers that, you know, Danny, Jordan, Josh, Pee Wee, all them was before me. They graduated the year before me. They all in grammar. So, you know, I'm like, well, damn, they like, you might well come out here with us. You know what I mean? I'm like, that could be an idea, but I ain't have nowhere to stay at home. So that really was my reason for going to Grambling, because I didn't have nobody to stay with. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, I'm staying with a friend of the family. I know they just were looking out because, you know what I mean, I'm in school.
Yeah.
But like I said, everything panned it out, you know what I mean? So I ended up going to Grambling, and like my coach, he helped me do the application. He helped me pay for the application, you know. So like I said, and that's why I say, like, he was a big help in my life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I looked at him like a father figure, because certain things that he did, he didn't have to do. And so yeah, so no, college wasn't a thing. I didn't even think about college, but I ended up going, and you know, so yeah.
So when you go to Grambling, what's the first thing you see? Like the yard, like what is like? Cause you know when you get on X81, then you go into it like Grambling. It's a whole other world.
Ooh,
And then you went through it. Then when you went, it was turf at that time.
Yeah. Man. First thing I saw, I ain't see no y'all. I saw women. The first thing I saw.
So first thing you said you seen when you step on Grambling, you seen the women. So like it was like a whole different world to you, huh? Cause like you said, all you know is Shreveport and Cooper Road.
Oh man, yeah, that's all, bro. It was women. Like I went out there like a week early, like a week way before school started. Like you know what I mean? You know, fucking with Josh, man. Josh took me out there, man. You know. Yeah, man.
HB?
JB, yeah, man. Josh took me out there, man. And yeah, that was the first thing I saw, bro. I saw women. Look, I'm reminiscing right now because I'm thinking about my first time. But yeah, man.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, it was different, man. If you got the HBCU experience, bro, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got
especially grandma at that time.
And you got women from Caribbean islands, you got women from Hawaii, you got people from all over. Like, even you got people from the Mideast, you got people from the West Coast. Like, you know what I mean? You got people from, like, you know, pretty women from Cali with long, pretty hair, like, long, real hair. Like, this ain't no wig or this ain't nothing like that. This ain't no closure, nothing like that. These people hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, and they had their own little different swag, and, you know, it was cool, bro. And, like I said, college was just different, bro.
Do you remember your dorm when you was out there? You remember your dorm room and dorm? What dorm you was in?
Shit. I was doing turn. I'm probably like the first one to host a dice game.
What dorm you was in?
Man, I was 800. Man. We had 800 lit. Man, man, the refund dropped, man. I'm hosting dice games. I'm cutting. Man, we selling candy. Man, we had all kind of stuff rolling, man.
So you got the truck rolling down there.
We had it going, man. We had it going. My freshman year, that door barely was closed. Like, my roommate with Jordan, so me and Jordan roommates. So you know what I mean. He was already down. He already. If you know Jordan, you know. Like, you know what I mean.
He turned
like,
out already.
So I was doing rolling for sure.
So going in, what are you majoring in when you down in A-Ground? Did you change your kinesiology? And did you change your major, or did you stick with the whole way through?
I just stuck with it the whole way through. Really, it wasn't even a plan. Like, I really was just going out there just to be away from home, just to have somewhere to stay. Like my first semester, I think I was like on academic probation. Like, you know what I mean? Most people instantly get on SAP, but like, I don't know what happened. Like I said, somehow that's how the cards were dealt, and I played my hand.
Yeah.
And I ended up just being on academic probation, bro. And but once I saw that my partner was actually going to school to try to, to actually graduate, I'm like, oh damn, I need to start taking it serious. So, like I said, yeah, it was like I never changed my major, and I just really just stuck to it. But like, cause initially it wasn't a plan. Like, I'm not trying to graduate. I'm just out here.
Yeah.
I ended up getting on the right track and ended up graduating.
So, while you out there, you experienced your first homecoming.
Oh. The first homecoming, it was crazy. Like I say, I think the previous year I went out there with Dana and them. We all went out there and but we didn't know what we like, so we just blocked through and shot right back out. So it really was a pointless drive. We didn't hang out on there. We just went through, see what they did, and shot right back out. But to actually be in the homecoming and
all the festivities,
and be able to indulge in it was cool, bro. It was great, and like I say, the HBCU experience, homecoming experience itself, oh man, that along with Spring Fest and stuff like that.
Go to college.
Yeah, go to college. That's all I can tell you. Nah, for real.
Go to college.
And like, man, just seeing all different people. Like, you know what I mean? Even the alumni. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and these people real life got love for this place. Like,
they really show love to the kids that they go there.
And it's like real life family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I say everybody's somebody. You see what I'm saying? Like, because everybody's somebody. Like, even if you out there, like, you family, like, what's good? Like, I don't even know you, but what's good? You alumni. We here. You know what I mean? Type deal. So, yeah.
So going through your years, at Graham, what is something that you can say college really just taught you and helped you become?
Persistent. To persevere, to endure through it all. Not even just, you know what I mean, like not even to just go through or whatever life issue with, it taught you how to fight back, deal with adversity.
You say college is what helped you become who you are today? Or was it a big part of who you are today, like globally known?
Yeah, because like I said, it teaches you how to deal with a lot. Because especially like if you're in college, bro, especially no fam, it's hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it teaches you patience. It teaches you how to deal with adversity. Like, you know what I mean? Because what I mean by that is, like, if you fail in the class and you ain't really got no stability, you ain't really got nobody that can push you up. Like, so if you fail in 2-3 classes, it's easy for you to quit. So, you know what I mean? But it wasn't in me to quit, because I knew, like, once I got that far, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, it teach you a lot, and it just teach you how to stay down.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you graduate college, you get your degree. What's next for you?
Come home. It's just really, me personally, I was ready to come home, like, cause it felt like I had to became a local down there because I got to go into the little hood spots. I got to hanging out in they little hoods. You know, I'm like, I'm not here too long. Hold on, like, you know, I learned they roads, I learned they back streets. You know what I mean?
You learned everything.
Man, I'm out in the rest on the east end, and you know that's like the Cooper Road.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of it's like the Cooper Road. So you know what I mean? Like I'm out at they barber shops. I'm just hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, so you know, but my main focus was to really just get back home, man. Get back to my son, man. He was a kid at the time. I think he was like one, and I had to miss out on so much. I missed out on him potty trained, like learning how to potty, like being potty trained. Like, you know, I saw his first walks over FaceTime, but it wasn't in person. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the small things that meant
the small sentimental stuff.
The small thing was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I just really was just ready to get home and be a full-time father instead of just seeing him on weekends or, you know what I mean, or on breaks. You know, it was, I'm home for good now. So, like I said, the main thing was to get home and really hit the streets running, like trying to get me a job, and just so I can take care of provide for them. You know what I mean? That was the main thing for real.
So when you come home, so when you come home, do you have a job already lined up, or are you really just trying to navigate?
Nah, when I came home, bro, the first job I had was Walmart, bro. I thought me personally in my head, how I envisioned it, I thought once they give you the paper, your degree, I thought it was instant job, but I found out that a degree ain't nothing but equivalent to a damn high school diploma. You know what I mean? Like, cause, and later after I went through all the phases, I found out it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. You see what I'm saying? So I don't care how many degrees you got. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if this person know the head person more than I do, or they more close, they'll get it before me. You know what I mean? Regardless, even if I got a piece of paper or not. Yeah, they don't. They'll get it because they know them. You see what I'm saying? Like, so.
Politics.
It kind of went hand in hand. Yeah, your favorite word.
The politics,
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like, it kind of went hand in hand with it, bro. So, like I said, I didn't have nothing lined up, but like fortunately, my auntie was the manager at Walmart, and she hired me overnight to be a stalker, but that ain't last long. Cause it was a mind thing for me. I'm like, I went to school all these years to get a degree that I ain't even, you know, like I went to school for sports. I'm working at Walmart. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it was kind of, and I kind of overslept one night, and in my little 60-day grace period, I couldn't mess up, and it was in between then, so they had terminated me or whatever, but. Yeah, I didn't have nothing going on really. So
you leave. So you turn in from Walmart. You go through life. Evol comes up. How did that whole process for you? Like you step in, like you go to school for sports, but now you get into the fashion world. Like, how did that come about for you? And like, how is that whole process going for you now?
COVID came. COVID hit. And I was working at a group home. And I had this counseling job. It was like for behavior, dealing with behavioral kids or whatever. And I was COVID came, so everything slowed up with the counseling job. So we couldn't go in houses no more. Like we couldn't have face-to-face contact. So that kind of slowed up my little income. And the group home, it was cool, but we wasn't like the checks was always the same every 2 weeks. Like, you know, it was like $700, like, you know what I mean, something like that. But it wasn't no money. And I just like, man, I got to do something, like, you know. And but it was like a while ago. Chick told me, you know, she like, you should do clothes, like you be, you know, like you be dressing or whatever, like, you know. I'm like, nah. So I tried, but I was forcing it, so it didn't come to me. You know, I was forcing it, and I guess it was because she wanted me to do it. So I was, you know, I'm like, so then once COVID hit, and it kind of resonated back to me, I'm like, I wonder. But I tried this little clothes shit, you know what I mean? And I just was at work one day, and I saw a scrub post or whatever, but I already had the name in my head, you know. I had No Cap had a song called Evol, and it was like one heartbreak turned me evil, like, you know. But he was saying it made him evil, but he's put EVOL, you know, type shit. So I'm like, damn, I kind of liked it. So I that name kind of stuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, and on top of, it was this kid that was in the group home. I had him draw the teddy bear for me or whatever. And he drew it up for me or whatever. But when he drew it up for me, he had drew like 5-6 pictures for me. But I never used them. I just threw them in my trunk. So then once COVID came around, you know, I remember Scrod to take pictures. He had just posted like a logo that he had just got made. So I hit him. I'm like, bro, who made that logo? And he told me, you know. So I sent him a picture of the logo that the kid did for me with the Evol on it, which was the original logo. Yeah, which was the original logo. And he got it. I sent it out to him. He sent it to me like a week later. And we here.
We here.
Big, man.
So now, just from COVID, a sickness happening and the world going on stops, and now you got one of the hottest brands really in North Louisiana, and you really everywhere. Like every weekend, people popping out in clubs, they popping bottles in Evol. So like, how's that whole journey for you? How has that whole journey been for you? Because it's like, you started off as this, you done did the shoes, you done did the track suits, you done did the sweaters. Like, when you drop, people be waiting for it. So like, how does that make you feel? How does it make you feel like just seeing people with your clothes on? Like, even like for your birthday weekend, you had all your people from the hood come out there with you, and they had the dog on. You had everybody. People you wouldn't even see outside, you got them outside.
Thanks. Love, bro. And it just says a lot about my character. That people fool with me, people rock with me, they support me. But that just goes with, I mean, you know, some hate you, some love you, you know what I mean? Like, so it go hand in hand, but the love outweighs the hate, you see what I'm saying? So yeah, people rock with me, bro. And just as I sit back, see people like, man, why you don't go out? I do go out. They're like, no, you don't be seeing you. You see me. It's out there all through the club. Like, you know what I mean? So that's my way of saying I go out, but I don't go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the support be there, bro. And it still be feeling surreal to me. Like when I be out and I see somebody with some clothes on my kids, like, Dad, look, he got your sweater on. He got your shirt on. He got your sweater on. You know, so it be still kind of like, dang, like, and even when I just be, or somebody in Texas in the club, and somebody that I know is sitting to me like, man, look, you way out here in Texas. Like, you know, type deal. So it'd be cool. Like I had a recent experience. A guy called me like, bro, I just left Ghana. You know, in Africa. Like, bro, I just left Ghana. Like, I left your suit over there, so you got a suit in Ghana. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of the guys told me he liked it. You know, he asked me where I got it from. I gave it to him. So, I mean, that just, you know, it just, the way that people, you know what I mean, like, speak how I left me when they ain't around, it says a lot about me. It says a lot about my character, and it says a lot about the person that I am. You know what I mean? Like, so. It's a great feeling, bro. So
while you were on this Evol journey, you hit a little bump in the road. You know, you're saying you get injured, but that bump turned you to even a bigger monster now. So like, can you tell us about that experience?
Like I say, adversity. I'm used to it. I've been going through it my whole life. Just like I say, like Kevin Gates said, like, you know, it's just another one. Like, you know what I mean? Another test. Like, you know what I mean? How I'm gonna react to it. It ain't about what happened to you, it's about how you react to it that determines your character. You know what I mean? Like, so, like I said, I've been going through challenges all my whole life, bro. So, like, once that came, it was kind of tough for me because I've never been hurt day in my life. Like, all my years of living, I've never been hurt. That was my first serious injury, like, I have to have surgery. You know what I mean? Like, so it was a mind thing. It was, like, mentally challenging for me because I didn't know, like, okay, they got to put me to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, it's a possibility I probably wouldn't wake up. You know what I mean? Like, I never been put to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know, because you know, it's a different feeling, like, mentally, emotionally, because now, like, I went from this active dad to now I got to sit down 6, 7, 8 months without being able to walk, without even, you know, being able to, you know, interfere with my kids or just do certain stuff with my kids. And we always did stuff like on weekends like that, so it kind of challenged me to be more mentally strong. You know what I mean? Because it went from, hey, Daddy, you know, we doing what we doing today, or we going bowling, we going skating, and we here, we moving. You know what I mean? Like, to now I'm just stationed on the couch and they got to come see me. They not used to that, so they come chill 15, 20 minutes. They ready to go. Dad, can you call our mama? Like, you know what I mean? They ready to go because they used to me going. So now they bored. You know what I mean? Like, so.
While you injured, while you out, you find a new passion. working out. You know what I'm saying? How was that whole process and journey for you? Cause what people don't know, like you really helped me get on it, and it really helped change my life.
I wouldn't say that I found a new passion, but it kind of came from me trying to get back to myself and trying to just get back the strength back in my foot, the strength back in my leg, and so as I'm rehabbing, trying to get my foot together, I end up coming and when I did it, I kind of grew a liking to it, because I was doing it every day, and once something becomes routine to you, you tend to keep on doing it. And as I'm working out, trying to get my foot back right, I started getting my body right, and I started noticing my body getting right. So, and it just became a habit, like you know what I mean. Like so now it became therapeutic to me. Like because now, like if I get bored or I just get an urge, I'll probably bust out some push-ups, or, you know what I mean. Or if I'm sitting there working, it's raining, I go in the gym. Like you know what I mean. Ain't nothing else to do. So yeah.
And so what you working like? You work out like 6 days a week, between 5 to 6.
Yeah, I work out Monday through Thursdays. Cause I gotta get there. I gotta get right on Friday. I gotta get that line. I gotta get that fresh cut on Friday. Yeah. So I work out Monday through Thursday. So right, like before I go to work, just to keep me give me pumped up, keep me going, get my day going. Like if I don't work out, I'm gonna have a bad day. Because it became some routine to me. So to the point where I feel like I need that. Like that's like coincide with my prayer. Like if I start my day without a prayer, like I'm gonna let something agitate me and something gonna get to me. Like, so I just feel like I gotta pray and I gotta work out every morning. If not, I feel like my day won't go right.
Okay, then. So let me ask you this: what's next for Evol? What's next for O? Like, you got anything? You can give us an insight on like what's next for you without telling us too much?
Gotta keep your eyes open.
Gotta keep your eyes open.
But just expansion, man. A bunch of consistency. A bunch of heat, bro. It's gonna be a hot winter. It's already hot, but it's gonna be a hot winter. Like,
if you ain't seen, go check it out. Let me ask you this, right? If you had to choose for young entrepreneurs that's coming up, like, would you tell them to? Would you if you could choose like now? Would you do a storefront? Would you do a website more?
People, you know what's crazy? I wouldn't even say, to be honest, I wouldn't even say a website because I have a website, but it don't do nothing for me because I don't have my product long. Mm-hmm. So what I mean by that is like once I get my product and I upload it on my website, people buy it off my hand before they go on the website. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know what I mean? But I don't have it long. Like even when I post it on my website with all the items on there, but it goes so fast to the point I gotta go on the website and put how many I got. You see what I'm saying? Like so. And if I slip up and forget it, I got to go edit this on the website because somebody just bought a small. So it went from 5 smalls to 4 smalls or...
You might be moving all during the day.
So I can't just say like I'd rather, but me personally, like my main goal is a storefront. You know what I mean? Like so, actually I got to go speak with, never mind, yeah. So, yeah.
I almost got y'all something, man. But let me ask you this, as being an entrepreneur, and another thing that you're big on is like credit. Make sure your credit score is good. Would you recommend for a guy for an entrepreneur coming up, which one is better, cash or credit? That you would say, in your opinion.
I say credit, because it ain't nothing like other people's money. You see what I'm saying? When you can do what you want with yours. You know what I mean? But as long as you keep your face card and you use the credit the right way. You see what I'm saying? It can get you whatever you need, whatever your cash, whatever you're gonna use your cash for, your credit can do it. So I say credit.
Okay then. And another thing too, like before we leave, what is something that you want to tell the youth? Or what's something that you would tell the youth? Like if you had youth in front of you, like what's something that you would tell them?
Stay focused. Don't allow others to get in your head and allow you to be something that you're not. At the end of the day, be yourself. You know what I mean? And just get you some money, man. Girls love people with money. You know what I mean? Because I say that because it's funny, but I just said that because That's all they want anyway. They just want women, girls. You see what I'm saying? Like, so do what you gonna get you some girls, get you some women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because nothing come from negative situations but negative things. So you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're doing the right thing, hang around the right people, hang around the right crowd. That's what I call them. Hang around the right crowd, get you a good positive circle, full of good influences. You know what I mean? Because you are what you hang around. If I'm hanging around somebody that's getting some money, I'm gonna get some money. If I'm hanging around somebody fighting all day, I'm gonna fight all day. So, you know what I mean? Like, just stay focused, bro, and keep the main thing. Get you some money, and at the end of the day, be yourself.
Well, I appreciate this interview, man. It's been a long time coming for this. We finally knocked it out, and hopefully we're gonna have more in the future.